Hello, and welcome to our Dokkan battle video. So, we all know what's going to be happening in roughly a few days here, right? We're going to be seeing the majority of the Golden Week characters very soon, which all of us are pretty much certain that it's going to be Piccolo versus Goku at the 23rd World Tournament, just based on the fact that, again, they mentioned clearly Goku and his friends as they aim to reach the top in the World Tournament, right? That's what they say. Now, granted, I guess this could technically be Majin Buu Saga. I really hope it's not Majin Buu Saga and that we get 23rd World Tournament. I feel like that'd be much more exciting. Mainly because I don't feel like the 23rd World Tournament, like, I want that to be something in the game, considering it's going to be in Kakarot soon. So I have a very strong feeling that's probably going to be that. And if it is the Majin Buu Saga World Tournament, are they just going to do another rerun of like Super Saiyan 2 Goku versus Majin Vegeta? Like, I don't want that. I would rather see Goku versus Piccolo, just because I feel like that needs representation in Dokkan, and it has not had it yet, besides like World Tournament free-to-play characters. So I went through very like old Golden Week banners, right, to try to get an idea of what actually could be on the new banner. And a lot of them don't really like help out too much. This one is like, again, it's super old, so you have really old characters here, like because the theme of this one was like Gotenks versus Buu, and you have pretty much like there's a very common theme here. You have a character that relates to the theme in some way, the past like New Year's characters, and then the past Golden Week characters, and then characters that kind of sort of maybe fit in there some way somehow, right? In terms of Gotenks' case, he had a bunch of fusion characters, so they just put the characters that fought, like a character that fought a fusion, and then just these guys for some reason, because they're extreme. Because these used to be like extreme versus superclass banners, where all of the extreme characters were on one banner and all the superclass characters were on the other banner, but they kind of stopped doing that. Because if you take a look at last year's Golden Week banners, right? Extreme. Now we have other superclass characters here, but like Super Vegeta, it could technically be counted as an extreme class character. And then these guys don't really relate too much to the celebration at all. Like Pikkon, he was just an anniversary character, or not an anniversary, a New Year's character. Videl, I have no idea why she was here in the first place. And then Ultimate Gohan is just from the same saga, or like Future Gohan is just from the same saga, so like it doesn't really fit. And then you get First Form Cell here, and he had, again, well, this one had an LR that related to the celebration, a very random Dokkan Fest, an anniversary or a New Year character, one of the past Golden Week characters, and then a couple randoms. Like it doesn't really relate, but at the same time, it like kind of has a similar vibe going. So this is the kind of banner that I drafted up here. Again, this is just assuming that it's Goku versus like Junior. If it's not, all of this is subject to change, but this is just basically like wishful thinking. So in terms of the Goku side, I feel like he's gonna come alongside a Chi-Chi. Now, if you look at the list of the 23rd World Tournament like fighters, there's not a whole lot you can really choose from. It's either gonna be like a Tien, a Krillin, or a Chi-Chi. And I think Chi-Chi kind of serves the purpose the best, because, you know, they got married during the World Tournament, blah 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 blah. Like it's like a big thing during the 23rd World Tournament. So I have a feeling that it could possibly be her, mainly because like the banner characters don't tend to be very interesting. Sorry to poor 19 or 16 and 18 here. They didn't really serve that much of a purpose, nor are they very memorable. And then like, and if you have the Gotenks one, they didn't even have banner characters back then, so like it's very quirky. And then for Piccolo, I decided to give him Shen, because I feel like that's what people are like mainly thinking it's going to be, because it's technically a Namekian character in the body of a human, right? It's Kami, so it kind of makes sense that Kami would be with Junior, because, you know, they were technically the same person. It's weird, Namekian things, but I feel like it's a very reasonable assumption to say that Kami in Shen's body would be a banner character for Junior. Now we get into the quirky stuff here that is very iffy. There is a few things here that are very clearly wishful thinking, mainly Orange Piccolo and Ultimate Gohan here. The main thing about them is this is normally where these New Year's characters come back for the first time. The problem with it is that these ones are LRs. Now, if it is the 23rd World Tournament, since typically they like to build these banners around like characters that relate to the theme, we don't have any. In terms of like Dokkan Fest featured characters, we don't have any. It does not exist. So that's where I feel like they could get kind of some creative liberties with it. That's why I feel like Orange Piccolo and Ultimate Gohan are going to be perfectly fine with this. Orange Piccolo, he's an Namekian. Obviously, it's Piccolo, and then Gohan is Goku's son. But as we saw last year, these banners do have an LR slot in them, so I feel like it makes sense for them to still be here. I don't know what other Dokkan Fest LRs they would even bring here. I really, really, really hope it's not Majin Buu Saga, because you know 100% of the time they are going to slap Buhan and Super Vegito on here if it is. And I don't want Buhan and Super Vegito, and that's the easy A. So this is going to be really hopeful here that it's going to be Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo, because they're still really good. Especially Orange Piccolo, he's still amazing, so I feel like it'd be perfect to bring them here. Now I put them on the opposite banners just because for some reason they like to do the like opposite fighter thing, and I don't like personally like that choice, because I liked it better when it was Super versus Extreme class, because then you'd be able to build a team around the leader, like the new banner character, and not have to summon on both things. But like that's kind of how they do it nowadays, because they want you to summon on both banners to get characters from both banners so that you can build an actual proper team. So that's why I kind of made a lot of the choices here that I did for the sides. I know this one is very STR physical heavy, but like I'll get to that. Now I've been seeing this mainly on Minato's Twitter, where he really wants the Gammas to return again here, because it would be better for global players. Because if they don't return on these banners, that means global players will probably have to wait until the anniversary 3 months later for these guys to come back, which means they would be gone for almost an entire year before they came back. Now very clearly that's not good for global. So having them come back here kind of would work. One, because we're having the superhero LRs come back, but two, global players have not had these characters been back since they initially came out in November. So I think it'd be fine for them to come. Actually, it was actually October. Sorry, October. I think it'd be fine to have them come back here, split up the better Gamma with the better superhero LR. Right, so for instance, Gamma 1 being with Ultimate Gohan, I feel like that is a sure-in, because Ultimate Gohan is not nearly as good as Orange Piccolo, so I feel like having them be split apart makes perfect sense to me. So I think you could rearrange these either way, have Orange Piccolo and Gamma 2 be on Junior's banner, and Ultimate Gohan and Gamma 1 be on Goku's banner. I don't think it really matters, as long as they're together. I feel like that's probably going to be something that's going to happen. And then of course we have the past Golden Week characters, pretty much a shoo-in to come back. I put Cell on Goku's banner just because they like doing that weird thing where extreme class characters going to be on the super type banner for some reason. I would prefer it the opposite way, but that's just kind of my deal. And then of course you have the New Year the New Year characters before Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo, just because I feel like this celebration is going to be dealing a lot with the worldwide chaos category, as well as like maybe sort of trying to get like a regeneration category in here, try to get some new stuff, like more villain-centric teams, maybe even sworn enemies potentially, something to really tie a lot of these banner characters together. So that's why they're there. And then you got Janemba and Pikkon, who they just kind of like throwing dual Dokkan Fest characters on other dual Dokkan Fest banners. It's just kind of like a thing that they do to make it easy. Do I think they're going to be here? Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't really matter. Now this is where I ran out of ideas, kind of, because I wanted physical Piccolo on one of these banners, because I feel like he is going to Easy A. And I really want him to Easy A. I'm going to put him on any banner prediction I have where he has the potential to Easy A. Because him Easy A'd alongside Junior, who's a different name Piccolo, and Orange Piccolo, and then technically STR Piccolo, both of them would just be an insane Namekian combo. And especially if we get a regular Kami and not a Shen, that would be an insane Namekian team that we would absolutely crush all content in the game with, and I feel like it'd be extremely exciting. Keep in mind that this guy is healing. He builds up crit chance, he has a guaranteed scouter, he has damage reduction, he stacks defense before he transforms. He is absolutely ridiculous. So this guy with actually like 2023 level stats and passive is going to be insane, and I cannot wait for his ECA. And I didn't really have anyone that would really fit that, so I kind of just put in in Broly again because I feel like we're gonna have something to do with this more extreme class themed event. And that's pretty much all I've been thinking about for this. Like I don't really see many other characters getting in the game. I have an okay track record with this. Like again, I thought it was gonna be pretty similar to these banners. I was very wrong because these banners ended up being terrible. I kind of was a fool to not expect Cells to be here on, you know, a movie based around Cell, but like at the same time, these kind of characters were not something that I expected. I did get the majority of them though, like Future Gohan, STR Kid Buu, Janemba, those kind of things. Actually, I didn't put Janemba on here, but I was thinking he could possibly be on here. I just had more faith that these banners are going to be better because they wanted us to summon on these crazy banners. However, they didn't do that. They made it worse significantly than what I had imagined. But I got like the banner units right, a couple of characters from the banner correct. So you know, we take some, we lose some, you know. So I have a pretty decent understanding of what Dokkan wants to do. However, they kind of like to throw us for a loop and give us a bunch of garbage that we didn't really ask for. Like if they bring a character from like 2020 on these banners, actually I think Broly is from 2020 now. I don't even know, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah, let's just go for a movie boss character here. When did Broly come out? Was it 2021? Oh yeah, pick big bad bosses. Oops. Movie boss. Broly. Yeah, 2021. So yeah, if they bring any like 2020 characters on this banner, it's gonna be like significantly worse. But I think that they're actually gonna want people to summon on these banners really hard because in terms of world tournament characters, especially on the global end of things, Dragon Ball is not popular. So I feel like they're gonna try to throw really strong characters on this. That way people are gonna be incentivized to summon on it. Anyway, that's what I kind of think is going to be going on for Golden Week. Let me know what you guys think like would be different here, what you would change, if you even think the 23rd World Tournament is coming, even though I think it's pretty obvious that it is. If it ends up being Majin Buu Saga, I'll take the L on that. But this is what I kind of feel it will be coming for Golden Week. Let me know how you guys feel about all this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.